So here's one of the biggest news stories for the planet, maybe humanity, that you missed this week, unless you just actually work in the ocean world. So you might know or not that there's basically one major ocean current that's responsible for keeping Europe warm, and that stops the US East Coast from flooding. Well, a new study just said it's weakening faster than we thought. And I'm just going to explain it to you really quick. I'm Giacomo from SEVENSEAS Media. Let me walk you through this. So it's called the Atlantic Meridional Overturning Circulation, or the AMOC for short. I always get that wrong. So here's how it works. So warm water leaves the Caribbean and the Gulf of Mexico, and it flows up past the U.S. East Coast. It heads across the Atlantic towards Europe. And then up near Greenland, that water cools down, gets heavy, it sinks, and it flows all the way back south along the deep sea floor, and it loops around and does it again. That warm water delivery is a big reason why Europe's winters are as mild as they are. Without it, like the UK and France, it would actually just feel like a lot more like Canada. So a new study that was just published in the journal called Science Advances, it did what most previous models didn't. So it folded in real observations of the Atlantic surface temperature and the saltiness. So when they ran the numbers, the AMOC is on track to slow by roughly half by the end of the century. That's about 60% more weakening than all the other projections were previously showing. So here's what it actually looks like. So as the AMOC weakens, we're going to get colder, stormier winters across the UK and Northern Europe. We're going to get worse droughts across Southern Europe, which is already struggling to grow wheat, olives, and grapes in the heat. Higher seas are going to be more present around the US East Coast, which that means more flooding in cities like Miami, New York, and Boston. And globally, a lot of the land that currently grows wheat and corn will become harder to farm. Those two crops alone, like wheat and corn, they feed about 2/5 of the entire planet. So, your bread, your pasta, your beer, your cereal, all of it, it's all going to become much, much, much more difficult to grow. Now, scientists will rightly point out that the exact timing is uncertain, it's impossible to know. That's fair, but the direction in every single study is the same, that the system is weakening. One of the oceanographers that was quoted in the study, he put it very plainly. He said that nations just need to prepare now. It's kind of like there's no going back. So, the ocean is the climate, and when it shifts, everything else shifts. So, I don't know. It's big news. Hopefully you care. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comments. Maybe share this to somebody that might be interested, and reach out if you'd like to learn more, or go to the link in my bio or at sevenseasmedia.org.